Welcome back. Today I'm going to try creamy shrimp noodle. We'll see how it works. Okay, so the first thing I am going to do is I am going to cook my noodles. I again have these Pennsylvania Dutch noodles. It's a 12-ounce package. You can use whatever noodles you like to use. You don't have to use these. I'm going to cook them for 9 minutes and I'll show you what I'm going to do next. Okay, so the noodles are cooking and I am going to shred my Colby Jack cheese only because my grocery store was all out of the shredded one. So I'm going to shred that while the noodles are cooking. And the other thing that we're going to need is the cream of chicken soup and some milk. And I'll show you what spices I use as we go along. Okay, so I put both cans of cream of I put both cans of cream of shrimp soup into my pan. And I'm going to add in half a cup of milk from each can. And then I'm just going to give it a really good stir. Stirred it most of the way. I am now going to sprinkle in some Old Bay seasoning because I think it goes good with shrimp. Not a lot, just maybe a 1/4 teaspoon. And because we love garlic. Here I'm going to sprinkle some of my garlic salt in there, just a little. That's probably a 1/4 teaspoon also. And I'm going to stir that in good. Keep mixing it in. My pan is on medium. So I'm just going to let that get warm and I'll be back. Okay, so my shrimp here are medium shrimp and I'm just going to cut them into thirds. These are deveined and deshelled. And I'll be back. Okay, so my cream of shrimp, I got it right that time. My cream of shrimp soup is boiling. I am going to add in my shrimp. And I'm going to add in most of my cheese. I'm probably going to leave behind like a 1/4 cup. Is probably I'm going to leave in here. So I'm just going to leave about that much and I'm going to stir this really well. The shrimp are going to cook pretty quickly because of how small I cut them. And at this point I am going to turn my burner off. The heat from the cream of shrimp soup will cook your shrimp. So you don't have to worry about that. And then I'm going to add my noodles in. Okay, so now I am just going to put my noodles in here. And then I'm going to mix it well. And then I'll be back to show you that. Okay, so I have all the noodles in there and I decided that I want to put some pepper in there. So I'm just going to sprinkle a couple shakes of pepper. I would say that that's not even a 1/4 teaspoon. Maybe 1/8 of a teaspoon is in there. I'm just going to stir this in really well. And if you look, our shrimp are nice and pink, so they're good and cooked. We don't have to worry about that. There was enough heat in there that would cook them because they're little from cutting them into thirds. And of course I'll have all the ingredients listed in the description below. Okay, now I think I got it mixed in there pretty good. I think that's good. So now I'm just going to flatten it out a little bit. And then my cheese that I had left over, I'm just going to sprinkle just a little bit on top. You don't have to do this. You could put it all inside when you're putting your cheese in there. You don't have to save some to put on top. I just think it looks nice and cheesy this way. And there we have it. I'm going to close it. I'm going to put the lid on top of it and let it sit for probably 2 minutes, 2 or 3 minutes for the cheese to melt. And then we'll have a taste test for you. So, okay, here we go. Look at that. Okay, so this dinner was in like 20 minutes because it took 5 minutes for the water to boil. Look at all that cheese. 5 minutes for the water to boil. And then 9 minutes for the noodles to cook. And we did all the prepping for this while the noodles were cooking. And then put the noodles in here. Dinner in 20 minutes. Isn't that great? Okay. So now I'm going to get my taste tester, Paul, my wonderful, wonderful husband, to taste this for me. Let's see what he thinks.
It's very good. It's nice and creamy and cheesy. I like it. It's definitely a keeper.
How's the shrimp?
Good. Nice and cooked.
Nice and cooked. All right, guys, there you have it. Thank you for watching, and always keep wishing.